What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the box office for this weekend, where Thunderbolts open this weekend to about $74 million, and which, it's interesting. I think that it came in about where everybody kind of saw it, where the projections were like a month ago, so it didn't really like go up or down, but the reviews have been really good for it. So I would be optimistic to say that it would probably do a decent second weekend and maybe have some good legs. But the opening weekend right now is at $74 million, which is not great. It's not a great opening weekend at all. And I think that, Disney, as soon as this weekend ended, they unveiled they basically spoiled the movie, and they announced the title of the new title is The New Avengers. They basically changed the title of the movie, kind of, in a way. Now on all the billboards, it no longer says Thunderbolts with an asterisk. It has an asterisk and then The New Avengers. So, and they've been tearing down the signs that have said Thunderbolts on the billboards and replacing it with New Avengers. So they basically retitled the film to The New Avengers. And basically in an attempt to, I guess, create more buzz for the film, which, I mean, it's working. I mean, if you've been on social media, you've probably seen it. So, I mean, it's probably going to work, I would say. But this $74 million opening is even less than Captain America Brave New World's opening, which was already pretty low for MCU standards. So this is not a good opening at all for a Marvel film, especially kicking off the month of May, the summer movie season finally kicking off. So this is not a great opening weekend, but hopefully it's going to have some good legs. That would be great, especially after this new marketing stunt that they've now pulled with the New Avengers, maybe drawing in some more people. But some good news: Sinners held 28% and made $33 million in its third weekend now, which is just incredible. It's one of the biggest R-rated third weekends of all time. It's ahead of It, which opened to a much bigger number than Sinners did. But Sinners held better, a lot better. It made $33 million. It made like $29 million, so just incredible. So if we head on over to the top 10 here, obviously Thunderbolts with $74 million on its opening weekend. Again, a decent opening overall for a film that's not like a sequel to a beloved MCU film, like it's a Captain America sequel. But it's not a great opening. It's not a great opening. I've heard it on all sides. I've heard some people say it's a great opening considering it's not a sequel, and I've heard people say it's a really bad opening considering it's a Marvel film, and it's kind of in between that. It's not a terrible opening, but it's not a great opening. It's very much in the middle. And then Sinners, having its $33 million third weekend, just insane, down 28%. Minecraft continues to make a lot of money, $13.7 million on its fifth weekend, still in the double digits, down 40%. The Accountant 2 comes in at number 4 with a little under $10 million, down 61% in its second weekend, so a pretty big drop for The Accountant 2, but I mean, considering Thunderbolts and Sinners and Minecraft and all the competition it has, it's not exactly surprising. Number 5, we have Until Dawn with $3.8 million, down 52% in its second weekend. The Amateur at number 6 with $1.9 million, down 48%. The King of Kings at number 7 with $1.7 million, down 59%. And then number 8, we have Warfare with a little over $1 million, with down 52%. Number 9, we have a new one, The Surfer, which did really bad. A little under 700,000, and then number 10 we have Rosario, which did about 5,000 or 500,000. All right, so that's it for the top 10. So this is usually where we talk about the next weekend, right? Movies coming out next weekend and what they could, end up be gross in this next weekend. However, there's like no films coming out. I think there's like Clown in a Cornfield, Fight or Flight, just a couple of like small films that are going to open to like 4 or 5 million, but nothing big. So I thought, well, let's talk about Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, with an absolutely insane Memorial Day weekend coming up at the box office. Now, for context, the biggest Memorial Day weekend of all time was in 2013 when all combined films grossed $314 million in that 4-day weekend, because you have Memorial Day weekend, which is Memorial Day Monday, so you have a 4-day weekend. And so between those 4 days, all films grossed $314 million. Well, this time, we have Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible, which look to absolutely obliterate that record. And I think that this record will be beaten this weekend, because I think Lilo and Stitch is going to go way higher than most people think. I mean, Deadline here has 120 million on the 4-day, but if you look at some of the other outlets like Box Office Pro, have it at 120 to 140 on the 3-day. That's not even the 4-day, that's the 3-day. And so I think that's probably more likely that we're going to hit like 140 on the 3-day. It could go higher. It could go 150. It could be higher than Barbie. It could be higher than Minecraft on that 3-day. That's not even counting the 4-day. Because I think there's just a huge audience out there for Lilo and Stitch. And then that's not even considering Mission Impossible is going to do really well. It's the final film in the franchise. And so there's going to be a lot of the fans that just run out to see this thing because it's the finale, right? It's the last Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. It's the last one they're doing. And it's being marketed heavily as the final Mission Impossible movie. So people are going to show up for both of these films in droves, and they're very different audiences, with Mission Impossible being the more male-centric film, and then Lilo and Stitch being the more female and family-centric film. This is very reminiscent of Barbenheimer, which was the same way. Oppenheimer being a more male-centric film, and Barbie being the more female, almost family-centric film. But there's more potential audience here, because Oppenheimer was rated R, Mission Impossible's PG-13, and Barbie's PG-13, and Lilo and Stitch is PG. So there's more potential for audience this time than even with Barbenheimer. So could this be bigger than Barbenheimer? We'll see. I think it has a shot to be bigger than Barbenheimer, and I think it definitely will probably be the biggest Memorial Day weekend in box office history. So, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below, do you think that Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch, or what do we call it? What are we thinking, Lilo Impossible or Mission Stitch? Which one? Let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.